Hi, goddesses. Today I'm going to speak to you about farting, something that is one of my favorite things to talk about. And the amount of times I've been sitting with a group of women giggling about farting. And I remember when I was younger, I used to always try and speak about it with my friends because I thought that there was something wrong with me. I thought that it wasn't normal to fart, and I was wondering why my farts didn't smell like flowers, because I had this memory at some point someone said to me, and I'm pretty sure it was a boy at school, he said, "Girls' farts smell like flowers." And that stuck with me. And I thought there was something wrong with me. So I used to hide my farts. I used to hold my farts in. And as I got older and older, I started to have more and more issues with my digestion. I looked like I was pregnant. I had really smelly farts, super bloated. It hurt to touch my stomach. I was irritable. I was grumpy. And I just didn't feel good. I felt so uncomfortable and felt like I was walking around like I had bricks in my stomach. And it wasn't until I started to unpack what was actually going on. I never thought it was trapped gas. I thought I might be constipated. I thought it was period pains, hormonal imbalances, all these different things. But what I had was trapped gas inside of my stomach, which was actually causing a lot of these issues. I had a lot of anxiety and stress as well, which is a big culprit for gas. And it was a multitude of different things. But one of the biggest problems was that I wasn't actually releasing the gas. It's normal to fart. Men do fart more than women. There's been scientific studies that prove that. But women still need to release air. We get it when we're eating, when we're breathing, when we're doing things. We have to get that out of our bodies. And if we don't, it gets stuck inside of our stomach, which isn't fun. It's not fun. It's uncomfortable. So what to do about it? Well, for me, I was like, there is no way I'm releasing gas that's smelly. And this is where it's different. We're meant to release air, but not smelly air, but not smelly gas. It's not meant to smell. If it smells, that's a sign that you've got old poo inside of your belly and you need to do a detox. It's absolutely critical. You've got to get that out. So often constipation and gas works hand in hand. But you've probably noticed if you're feeling constipated, often before releasing, maybe you'll do a big fart, and it's because the air is actually blocking the poo from coming out. So when you release the gas, then everything seems to come out with much more grace and ease, which is really cool. So I'd like to share with you a few of my favorite tips. I've written them down, and these are things that changed my life. And these are different tips that I'll go into more detail if you join one of my programs and you want to learn more about this, if you're struggling with digestive issues. But this is a bit of a summary. Some of them you might know, some of them you might have tried before and forgotten about. Well, I'm going to refresh your memory. And yeah, leave a comment below if you'd like to know more. I do have an awesome food combining book, which I'm going to let you know about as well. But the food combining stuff I'll start with, because food combining is one of the biggest things that changed my life. Honestly, what I didn't realize is when you eat different food groups together, some of them create fermentation in the gut. The other ones, the body just literally doesn't know what to do with it. The perfect example of that is starches with protein. So if you eat spaghetti bolognese, one of the worst food combining combinations in history. Growing up in Australia, thank goodness I was raised vegetarian, but growing up in Australia, that was one of the most common things I'd hear my friends eating. So yeah, anything like that. And there's all these little tips that can make such a huge difference. So I've got a great book on that, which I highly recommend that you read. I'll put a link below or in my bio, wherever you're watching this video. Another absolutely critical thing to do that I mentioned briefly before is to detox your body. If you're filled with shit, then it's going to smell. When you fart, when you burp, when you even breathe, your breath is going to smell. And no one wants that. So doing a cleanse, doing a detox is going to be critical. If you're finding that you've got a lot of gas, I recommend having charcoal before bed. That can really help to pull it out. That's a really great one. What else have I got here? Tummy massages. So if you touch your stomach and you're someone with gas, you can actually move the gas around and you can support your body to actually release it. So if you're feeling gassy, I recommend lying on your back, putting on some relaxing music, taking some deep belly breaths. That can be another reason that you're having gas, because you're only shallow breathing. So breathing into the belly, letting it expand and really resting the body, calming down. And then you can start to do some light circular motions around the belly. And you want to do it in a way that's going to help you release. So there's a certain direction of the colon, and at some point I need to make a specific video based on that. But it's basically, so my right to my left. So if you're going from your right side, I'm just doing little circles, and then you're coming up, across, down, and you're literally just with the intention of pushing the gas out. This can really help with constipation as well, and doing that combined with breathing, and just by relaxing and making time, it makes a huge difference. And if you're laying on your back with your feet or your knees bent, that's also a great way, just by laying in that position, that can help the gas to release as well. Any twisting style yoga poses really help. So twisting to sides, twisting around, and folding over as well can be really supportive. So yeah, yoga, yin yoga, anything like that is going to be absolutely critical. And managing your stress. If you're stressed and don't have gas, I'd be really surprised. And I know the way the world is right now, I know how stressful life is, but what we need to do is we need to find ways to calm our body and let it know that it's okay. Help it feel safe is a big one. What else have I put here? Sitting on the toilet. Men seem to sit on the toilets for like an hour and women are in and out. And I actually have a note above my toilet, and I recommend this. We have enough time. Because as women, I think we're programmed, we have children, we have to always be doing multi things. Men are pretty focused on one thing at a time. So I'd suggest allocating time, make it your meditation space, read a book, sit on the toilet, and you'll be surprised that gas can actually come out. It's going to be way more comfortable, the gas coming out in the toilet, than in a public place, and allowing your body to just release the gas. When you're eating as well, chewing slowly. If you're scoffing it down, you're going to be taking in a bunch of air with that. And also eating in a stressed state, your body doesn't know how to digest it. So slowing down, chewing a lot, which is going to create digestive enzymes in your mouth, which is going to make it a lot easier to digest your food. And what else? So many tips here. Not drinking with meals kind of supports that. When you drink with meals, you wash down the digestive enzymes that are in your mouth. So I recommend 15 minutes before and after not to drink, or during your meals. That's a big game changer as well. And I love this one. This surprises so many people when I share it. But there's a direct correlation between our face and our stomach. If you're clenching your face and clenching your jaw, the same thing is happening inside of your gut. So focusing on just relaxing. I can even feel some tension in my jaw right now. So just taking a moment to just relaxing the face, having a little smile, making some noises. You'll notice that your stomach starts to relax too. And relaxing the whole pelvic bowl, even your bum hole. Relaxing all of it, just feeling it soften. And yeah, making noises when you're eating really helps too. Just helps the whole body relax. And that's a really, really good one. I feel really good now, just quickly doing that. So that's a big one. And yeah, fermented foods. So a lot of people think I have digestive issues and better increase the fermented foods. Well, I'm here to tell you that that is a load of bollocks, because usually gas is coming from fermentation. So if you add more fermentation on top, you're just going to be full of gas. And if you don't believe me, if you're someone with gas, go drink a kombucha. And if you're not burping and farting within an hour or two, then I'm wrong. But I can guarantee you that you will be if you're someone prone to gas. Fermented foods are very much designed as rebuilding foods. So if you do an intensive colon cleanse, you could actually strip your body from essential gut bacteria. So you need to rebuild that. But the gut is so comprehensive, and the best way to do that is to eat a varied diet. We don't need to overload on all these things. Otherwise, you're going to have too much of this bacteria and you can throw your gut off balance. So for me, I just like to eat a diversified diet with lots of different foods, and then I'm getting natural bacteria from that. So, I mean, there is a time and a place. You know, if for some reason you really, really had to go on antibiotics because you're extremely sick or something, well, then taking some probiotics could be really supportive. But it's also knowing which ones, and there are tests that you can do to see the different levels of your bacteria and stuff. But for me, that's getting super technical, and we're not designed to be super technical. Like, our bodies know, and we know, and as soon as we start to clean out our body, we become so intuitive and everything is just easy. I used to plan what to eat every single day, and now I just know. And so grateful to now be gas free most of the time. But do you know what? Sometimes I need to fart. You know, like, it's a daily thing. I fart at least once a day, but they don't smell anymore. And if they do, that's telling me that I need to do something with my body, that I need to do a cleanse. So our bodies are literally speaking to us. When you fart, it's talking to you. What's it saying? You know, is it loud? Is it quiet? Is it smelly? Is it squidgy? Like, what is happening in your body? Start to pay attention to it. Start to listen to it. It's here talking to you, telling you something. And it's a beautiful thing. So, yeah. If you have any questions, let me know. I love to share about all of this stuff. And yeah, helping goddesses to really love their bodies, even when it's gassy. You know, this is part of being human, and goddesses can fart too. Sending you so much love, and have a beautiful, magical, wonderful day.